Hello there. Okay, let's make our stars. You can do the chain 4. I apologize, my dog always burrows in the back door as soon as I start filming. You can do the chain 4 and then slip stitch to your first chain, make a ring that way, or you can do a magic ring like I'm going to do. Okay, so I'll make a magic ring. Chain 2, which is only a filler. This chain 2 is not going to get worked into the star at all. It's just going to fill in a little gap to create a nice clean looking star. You're going to want to put 15 double crochet in your ring. That's my microwave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So after I make 5, I like to tighten the circle up just a little bit. 6, 7, 8, 9, oops, and 10. And now that I've made 10, I'm going to tighten that circle up just a little bit more. Okay. 11, 12, 13, 14, and finally 15. And before I slip stitch into my top of my 15th, I'm going to tighten that center up. I feel like it helps keep it round when I do that first. Slip stitch into the top of my first double crochet. And there, what we have so far. And it's nice and round. And we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you have your chain 1 right next to your hook. Chain 2 is what we're going to work into. Slip stitch. Next one down is a single crochet. Next one down is a half double crochet. And next one down is a double crochet. And then you're going to count 1, 2, 3, and in that third stitch, that third double crochet, you'll slip stitch and immediately go into 5 chains again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've been making so many of these. This is how I do it. Instead of counting slip stitch and then single crochet, half double crochet, what I've just been doing, because the number of loops on your hook correspond with what stitch you're currently working on. Watch, I'll show you. So you have 1, so that's the slip stitch. That's 1. Single crochet, we'll leave 2. See, there's 2. So I go 1, and that's 2. This is 3, and there are 3 loops, and that's your half double. And then 4. And well, 4 doesn't have 4 loops, but it's the last one, so you don't have to count any further down than that. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch, immediately make 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 chains. Slip stitch. Single crochet. Half double crochet. And double crochet. And then count 1, 2, 3. Goes into number 3, slip stitch. And here I'll do my counting method. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I will go down the row. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I found that counting 1, 2, 3, 4 in my head is just, it's easier, it's smoother for me instead of all those extra syllables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for the sake of the tutorial, we'll do it the proper way this time for our last point. Slip stitch, single crochet, half double crochet, and double crochet. And we are going to slip stitch. It's kind of like tiny, teeny weeny, but here you have 1, 2, and then what looks like it's not a stitch is this little guy right here. And we're going to go right into that. And it's going to be kind of tight, but that's what you want to work in. And then you do a nice tight slip stitch, do 1 chain, cut. That's my microwave again. I got my breakfast in there waiting for me. It can wait. Crochet always comes first. Okay, now you can see our stitch. Now whenever I put my stars on my flag, where the little knot is, I call it in the star crotch, but where the little knot is, that's going to be the bottom of my star. That way, it for some reason always lays it out really well whenever I choose that method. So the little knot, the little nubby, the little wiki in the crotch, you could say. I know that's stupid, but okay. Everybody's mind works how it works, I suppose. Let's weave in these ends. I'll show you the way I do it. I am using a blunt hook or needle. So since my yarn is already going this way naturally, it's going this way, I'm going to come up the opposite way, just push it up through some of those stitches there on the back, and that way it's got nowhere to go. And since I do glue my stars on, whatever little bit is left on there, it's going to get glued flush, and so it's never going to come out. And I only do that once. I don't like go back and forth, back and forth. That will create bulk that's unnecessary, because the hot glue, at least for me, the hot glue is going to really secure it all anyway. Then I just find some stitches here, something I can get into, and I pull it really tight so you can't see the knot on the other side. You can feel it, it's there, but you can't really see it. And then I come up through the same stitches that the first string went up through. Just like that. Cut these off. And there it is. And there is how you do, find the little, there's the knot, right there. And that is how you do your stars. You will do 100 of these, and you're going to get sick of doing them. After 100, you're going to get sick of doing them. But it feels so good whenever you get to that 99th star and you're like, I only got 1 more to go and I can start putting these on my flag. Yes, ma'am. So yeah, I get a little burnt out making stars sometimes. That's why, like I said in the previous video, I'll never go a day without doing a bar on my flag. I like to do 2 bars, but on days I'm going to make my stars, I'll only do 1 bar and about 20 stars. Or if I'm really not feeling it, maybe 10 stars. Either way, get some stars made while you're making your flag. I made the mistake with my second flag ever, and I just busted right through my flag, and then I saved all of the star making stuff for the end. That was a mistake. So I learned my own lesson there, to make your stars as you go. So it doesn't matter if it's only 5 stars one day and maybe 7 stars the next. It doesn't matter. Just make them as you go. I put them in a little baggie and I collect them up. So this is the star tutorial. We have that done, and thank you so much.